guys, so today we are live streaming on my phone, so I hope it goes well. Just checking if you guys can hear me. I'm actually not really sure how I'm supposed to view the chat. Okay, well, I guess it's just gonna happen how it's gonna happen. But thank you guys for joining me, first of all, and I do want to say that I am so freaking grateful for all of you guys. I really appreciate that we've been doing this for almost 2 months now, and you guys tune in every single Monday, and it just means the world to me. It's just so awesome that you guys are part of the Live and Learn Army. Yeah, and hi Tiffany, hi Eddie, thanks for joining in. Hi Salvador, oh my god, you guys are so awesome. Okay, so yeah, I do want to say that, and I'm going to be talking about, I guess, a little bit about the goal of the week while I'm also creating the recipe at the same time. Hi Brooke, hi Celeste. So this week's goal of the week, which I think is really, really important, is to accept yourself the way that you are. So for me, on a normal day, I don't wear any makeup, and usually my hair is not all done. And I was thinking about this, and I was like, how come in so much of the stuff that I do on social media, I'm, curling my hair, which, by the way, I love when my hair is curly and it's wavy. I do love that. But some days I just don't feel like doing that, but I just always felt like I had to. And I always felt like I had to wear makeup and all of that. And so I was really thinking about it this past week, and I was like, you know what, Olivia? I think that if you're going to be encouraging other people to really love themselves and accept themselves exactly the way that they are, this is just another step going in that direction. And so today, you guys, no makeup. This is just my natural hair. This is what's happening. And also at the same time, I don't feel like I need to be anything more than who I am. And it's kind of very freeing, you guys, because I think in society, so much of the time we're putting ourselves into situations or being put into situations where we have to be something that we're not. We have to look a certain way, or we just put that expectation on ourselves. And you know what? Forget it. Forget that. Just be yourself, You are beautiful and amazing just the way you are. And if you're a good human being and you're going through the world with very positive energy and you're trying to cause less suffering and really help people, that's all you really need. That's it. So that's kind of the goal of the week, is to accept yourself, to love yourself and all that, and just do good. Do good in the world. And I really appreciate that you guys have been using the hashtag Live and Learn Army. There's almost 200 posts now on Instagram, and you guys are awesome. So this week, I want you guys to post a selfie of you. Whatever the selfie is, you can be doing something you love. You could just be sleeping, taking a nap. You can be, hanging out with your dog. You could be eating a meal. Whatever that looks like, post a selfie and use the hashtag Live and Learn Army. I'm so excited to see them. And you guys know that I respond to everything as much as I possibly can. So, and going back to that, I think part of loving yourself and accepting yourself is taking care of yourself. And this is why I want to show you guys this recipe today that I'm going to be making, which is golden milk. So this is something that's kind of new and popping up everywhere, and it's something that I was like, what is this? This is interesting. And it's based off of a Indian recipe, an ayurvedic recipe. If you want to look up more stuff on Ayurveda, it's really interesting. It's a type of way of eating where you have 3 different body types, and you can figure out which body type you are and that sort of thing. And the stuff that makes the milk golden is turmeric. So this stuff, and we're going to be making a golden milk today, and this is just my version of it. So if you guys have a different version and you want to put other spices and stuff like that into it, totally cool. So what I'm going to do is I've got a pan here, or I guess a pot. I use All-Clad, this brand, All-Clad. It's a stainless steel pot, and the reason I use these is because there's no toxins, and these will last you the rest of your freaking life, which is amazing. I spent a good amount of money investing in these, but you'll never have to buy it again. So, thumbs up to saving money over time, right? Thumbs up if you want to save money, because I do. Okay, so I'm going to heat the pan to about a medium, and it's happening right here. I know you guys can't see both things because that's, I don't know, I wish you could. And here I have some coconut almond milk blend. I happen to think that the coconut almond milk blend is the best for this recipe because it makes it a little bit creamier than just using plain almond milk, which tends to be a little bit more watery. Hi Mark, it's good to see you. So I'm gonna pour about a cup of this into my pan and just let it heat up until it starts bubbling. So, okay. And then we're gonna add turmeric. And what turmeric is good for is like so many different things. This is really, really good for anti-inflammatory. It has a lot of antioxidants in it. And in general, I feel like it's just something that a lot of people are starting to eat now. Sometimes it's considered a superfood. It looks like ginger, but it's more orange, and it kind of reminds me of like beetles or worms because of the way that it looks, which is really interesting. So I've got about a cup of that coconut almond milk, and you can use whatever kind of milk that you prefer, but I feel like this comes out the best. And then I'm gonna put about, I wanna say, 1/4 of a teaspoon of turmeric into this so that it turns like golden yellow. So that's happening. And I'll show you guys what this looks like at the end of it, I promise. You're watching this in class? What class are you taking, Brooke? That's awesome. So that's going in there. And then the next thing, oh my gosh, hi Tiffany. The next thing I'm gonna put in is maca powder. So maca powder, it is amazing for balancing your hormones. I love psychology, by the way. Oh my gosh, 8 a.m. in Manila. Thank you for joining me, Jan. I really appreciate that. So maca powder is really good for balancing your hormones. It's good also for energy. And it has kind of like, I want to say, yeah, a little bit of a nutty taste to it. It's not my favorite taste, but it doesn't taste bad either. And I feel like it thickens up the golden milk really well. And the reason I actually made this recipe for myself and added maca powder is because it's really, really good when it's the time of the month for you. So when you're having those crazy PMS symptoms, like this is really good for that. And also if you're trying to get pregnant, this stuff will definitely help get you pregnant. So I'm gonna put about, I would say this is 1/2 teaspoon into it as well. And everything is on a low simmer right now because I don't want this to like boil like crazy. And then I'm gonna add a pinch of black pepper because this is just, it helps with flavor and it gives it a little bit of a kick. So just a pinch, like a tiny, tiny bit. And now, one of my other favorite things, so I'm gonna add in about 1 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of honey. And honey is really good for antioxidants. It's really good if you have allergies as well. If you're buying raw local honey, it's really gonna help with your allergies. So I like to put this in both for sweetener and for that. You don't actually have to use a sweetener, or you could just use whatever sweetener you have available to you. It doesn't really matter. But I like to use honey. I just feel like it kind of brings everything together. And this is, I gotta use my finger. So I got my, there we go. And also, if you guys would leave a comment and let me know what other interesting recipe or something that you've heard about in the health realm that you've recently discovered, because I would really like to know so that I could like create more recipes and stuff like that for you guys. And if you haven't thumbs up the video yet, that'd be really cool to do. Thumbs it up, you know, that's cool. And then I'm gonna grab the ginger. I will be right back. You can create the background of my kitchen, I guess. Okay. So getting the ginger, let's see if there's anything else. Okay. So with ginger, this is, I like to use fresh ginger. You could definitely use powdered ginger, but I just feel like fresh ginger works a lot better. So I'm gonna add like 2 pieces of it into this. So there we go. Oh my gosh, this smells so good, by the way. So good. Okay, and then this other thing that I'm gonna add right now is unsweetened coconut cream. And I was just at Whole Foods yesterday and I just thought this would be a great thing to add to it so it makes it a little bit thicker and creamier. So I'm gonna add like 2 tablespoons of this stuff, and you guys, it's so good. Like, it's so freaking good. it's all coming together. You also have the option of adding other spices. So one of the other things that I like to add is a little pinch of cinnamon. You could also add nutmeg, cardamom, whatever you want, and that all helps in terms of working together and balancing out your hormones. I find that drinking this at night right before bed really helps me relax, and at the same time it really helps with cravings. If you get cravings at night and you get hungry, instead of eating, you know, junk food, pizza, whatever it is, this is actually really, really good for that. So make yourself some golden milk. That would be what I suggest. And I think one of the reasons why I really wanted to share this, exactly, anything that helps with cravings, right? One of the reasons why I really wanted to share this recipe also is because for me, whenever I am like about to get my period, I have really bad PMS, and it doesn't come on in the way of like getting really bad cramps or bloating or anything like that, which this will help with that too, but I get these crazy hormone imbalances where I'm suddenly just really depressed, and I just think like the entire world is just, I don't know exactly, but I just get into these cycles of thinking, which is really negative, and I don't like want to do that. And I find that maca powder really helps with that, and this overall, since it's just really good for you, is a great drink to have. This past week, I think I had one day where I was just like sitting on the couch, like thinking about my life and feeling like I don't know, like not doing enough and all of that. And it should help with your irregular periods, because it definitely helps balance out your hormones. And one other thing I want to talk about is there have been studies done where women's cycles are supposed to be in sync with the moon. So today is a full moon through tomorrow, and that means that during this time you should be ovulating and getting your period soon, or already getting your period. And don't worry if that's not what's happening for you. Don't worry if your cycle is not like that. What you can do is sleep near a window that has moonlight shining into it, and that will really help regulate your cycle to the moon. And it's been said that once you regulate your cycle to it, which you could do more research because I'm not an expert in this, it really helps with PMS because you're actually in the flow of all of that energy. So I found that to be really interesting. I'm going to try to cycle up to that, because right now my period is definitely not in sync with that sort of thing. So that would be really helpful. And you want to bring this to a boil, because it'll get a little bit frothy, and then when it gets a little bit frothy is when it's really freaking delicious. And this is pretty much one of the easiest things I feel like you can make, because you can customize it however you want. You could throw stuff in, you could take stuff out, whatever you really like, as long as you're getting in the turmeric. And for me personally, the maca powder is like a definite must, because that really helps with my hormones. And if you guys would also, I would like to know what you guys are dealing with in terms of like health issues. If you're having problems with your period, if you're having issues with bloating, if you're having issues working out, whatever that is, please leave a comment and let me know what that is, so that I can come up with recipes or ways to help you guys, because I definitely want to do that. I think there are definitely holistic ways of helping you, and I want to do that. You know, I want to do that for you guys, because I am so grateful for each and every one of you for always just being so supportive. And I want to give back to you guys as much as I possibly can, because I think that that's what the world should be about, is like helping one another and giving each other like ways of uplifting each other and just being there for people. I don't think it should be like I don't know, like taking from other people. I think it should just be like giving. Okay, PCOS, I'm seeing a lot of that. I'll do some research for that and see what I could come up with for you guys. And now I'm gonna grab my cup. At some point, I feel like I should show you guys my mug collection, because I definitely have a lot of mugs. This mug, I freaking love. It says Namaste in bed, and on the inside, it has a little shanti, shanti, shanti. So I'm gonna do that. And this is what it looks like, you guys. Golden milk. So And also, you don't have to eat the ginger, obviously. And it's probably really, really hot right now, so I don't necessarily want to drink it right away. But that is how you guys make golden milk. And if you make it this week, oh my gosh, please tag me and use the hashtag LiveAndLearnArmy while you're working on the whole, like, you know, loving yourself, accepting yourself, all of that. And yeah, we can have a little turmeric latte together. That would be awesome. So first of all, cheers to you guys. Is that dorky? Because that just happened. It definitely just happened. Okay, so, oh, if you ever miss any of my videos, they do go up on my YouTube channel permanently about, I'd say 30 minutes to an hour afterwards. YouTube allows that option, so I really love that it does that. And I do actually want to talk a little bit more about like loving yourself and accepting yourself, the Live and Learn Army goal of the week, because it's Monday. And I definitely am going to keep doing these for you guys because I think it's really good to build a community of people who all want to do better. And so one of the things that I'm really pushing myself to do is to start doing workshops. And you guys are the first people that has ever heard of this, so you guys are the first. So it's our little secret. So thumbs up if you guys are excited about secrets, right? But yeah, you guys are the first people that I'm telling this to, but it's because of you guys and doing these live streams that I realized that I really want to connect with people even more so on a personal level. I want to give every single one of you guys a hug and sit there and have a freaking turmeric latte with you guys and talk about things. And so what I want to do with these workshops that I'm going to start planning is to go out into the community. And I live in Los Angeles, so I'm going to start with Los Angeles and bring people together that want to talk about these issues, that want to talk about body image, that want to talk about loving themselves and how to do that. One of the books that I'm reading that has been a little bit just like life-changing for me, yesterday I was reading The Untethered Soul, and it's really great about, you know, consciousness and like really, really loving yourself. You guys are amazing. I'm looking at the comments right now. Thank you. Like, seriously, like, thank you so much, because I can't even express how grateful I am, like, for you guys, for just even being here and caring. I think, like, sometimes I feel so appreciative that my heart, like, wants to explode because you guys are everything. And I want you to know that if you ever feel alone or you ever feel lonely, you can always reach out to me. And maybe I won't be able to answer right in that second because I have other stuff going on in my life, but I will always answer because you guys are so important to me. But workshops. So I'm gonna try to start bringing other people together and really, like, creating this community out in the real world, because we're creating this online, which is already amazing, but I want to bring it to you guys in real time, in real life, where I can hopefully eventually, you know, go around the world and be able to meet with you guys and like hug you guys and do all of that. And one of my goals, because I want to put this into the universe, and you guys are the first people that are going to hear about this, is one day I really want to do a TED Talk. And I really hope that that happens. And I really hope that you guys, you know, can be in the audience and like witness that happening, because it won't just be about me. It's going to be about all of you too. It's not just one singular person, you know? And I think that's one thing that I never want to make you guys feel like, is that I'm like above you or I'm just like not reachable. I don't want that. It's not about that. You know, anywhere that I am ever going to be able to go and anything that I'm ever going to be able to do is because of every single one of you guys for supporting me and for getting me there and for allowing me to be that voice that represents you. And that is just everything. That is just what is so important to me. And so these workshops I'm going to start doing, I'm hopefully going to start, you know, working with different companies and brands that really believe in the same message that I believe in. I'm not going to work with any companies that I don't feel like are going to be supportive in what we're trying to create in this Live and Learn Army community. Because for me, you guys, it's not about the money. And I'm going to be honest, like, I struggle, like, to pay bills every single month. I mean, I make it work, but I refuse so many different brand deals just because they're just not about what I want to put in the universe, you know? It's not about like, oh, hey, and this is actually something I don't think I ever told you guys about, but at one point, McDonald's asked me to do a campaign because they put cuties into their Happy Meals, and they wanted to pay me $7,000 per photo to talk about that, and they wanted to do 3 photos, and I said no. So I said no to $21,000 because you can't shit on my values. I'm sorry. But I didn't go through like all the stuff that I've gone through in life, and I didn't create this community so that I could just make money. Like, that's not what I'm about. So I want you guys to know that I'm really trying hard to, you know, love myself and accept myself, and I'm not perfect at it, and you guys, nobody has to be perfect at it, and I'm always here for you guys. Yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. Really excited to our next live stream on next Monday. I have the San Diego vlog that will hopefully go up this week. We've been having some issues. Me and Jen have been trying to edit it, but it's had a couple of technical issues, so that will go up. And I'm definitely still gonna be sharing some other recipes with you guys, which I'm really also excited about, because everything that's happening is because of you guys, and I'm so fully aware that it is because of you guys, and I will never forget that. And if I ever do, it is your job to be like, Olivia, you're messing up, like, and you can tell me that, and I will be so open to that. So one last cheers to you guys, and I'm gonna head out. And for those of you who are asking, yes, you could totally Snapchat me or send me a DM on Instagram with anything that you feel is too personal to just share here on a live stream. I'm totally open to that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel, like the video if you haven't yet, and I will talk to you guys next Monday. I'll have a video up this Friday, so check that video out too. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip because I feel like we should taste test this, right? Oh my God, yes. So good. You guys have to try this. You guys have to try this. Okay. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later. Mwah.